Whatever. All right, welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Hello, and welcome back to all my messengers all around the world in your respective places. You know, I love and appreciate you so much. If you're new here, definitely join our psychic family. We would love to have you here. So make sure you lock in and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And most definitely like the video, all right? When you like the video, it helps to put my beautiful, insanely accurate psychic readings out into the world for people to hear and to heal. Also, when you like the videos, it helps to promote promote my work, all right, in the YouTube algorithm. When you're done with that, best friend, definitely join us in VIP Patreon. That is where I post my most exclusive um psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants to know about. There is a menu, so definitely treat yourself. But I'm here to promote the all access tier, which gives you access to all of my psychic readings across all of my YouTube platforms. In addition, you also get access to all of the psychic readings that I release only and exclusively in VIP Patreon. All right. Um, Also, as a member, you get priority video requests, which means you can request a psychic video on a topic of your choice. And VIP is the only place where you get access to my psychic prediction receipts. All right. So I'm a psychic medium. I make psychic predictions when they come to pass, which got a pretty good record. Okay. I post them in VIP. That is the only place, all right, that you can get access now. For those of you that are new, you can travel back on the community board. There's about 3 years of predictions where I used to post them all there. Now they're only available in VIP. All right. With that being said, I thought we would do a soul Sunday. Okay, Sunday Soul Tarot. All right. Every once in a while I do them. I just feel it's like, yeah. All right. I hope everybody is good and fed today. All right. And everybody's like, wow. Yeah. I posted on all the channels, so everybody got their psychic tea today. But I want to do something from Sunday Soul. And yeah. Um, let's get to that. I keep getting an energy. Maybe you have people checking in with you. I know I checked in with a couple of people. I do feel somebody pulling on my energy, like, "Oh, are you okay?" You know, I'm not. Yeah, okay. Somebody knows they did too much, but that's okay. It's it is just what it is, and you know, moving on. All right, so let's get your messages for Soul Sunday. Messages. What's on their mind for Sunday Soul Sunday Tarot? What's on their mind? Well, okay. You don't want to talk about it either. All right. I almost left the church over my irrational fear of blank. Okay. Here. All right. So somebody might I said almost. All right. So somebody may be contemplating losing my religion in the spotlight. Yeah. Thought that I heard you crying. Here I am. I gotta learn that song. I really like that song. The chorus was something like that. All right. Having characteristics of a cult. Okay. So it's very someone may be questioning, okay, uh the body of the church, maybe even the leadership. There, listen, I can definitely relate. All right. Churches can get cult like, all right, especially when, if you feel like your allegiance or loyalty, a lot of pastors demand, just like cult leaders, demand unwavering loyalty, you know. Um, And then yeah, your church may have the markings of occults, okay? Uh Clues that your church has the markings of a cult, all right, is when you take the leadership's uh idealisms over your own discernment, like having no discernment whatsoever. Yeah, 555. You can't think for yourself. All right, here. Anybody can say that they're led by God, and that's fine and dandy, but having your own spiritual discernment, all right, is very important, all right? And not being afraid. If you can be corrected, a true leader can also stand to be corrected, right? No one is all knowing, no one is above correction. So, a sign that you're under, you know, a church or a leadership that is, cult like in its energy is when you question, all right, you have your questions or criticism or anything, and then you're met with, oh, you're a devil, you're a demon, you're you know okay, just stuff that just doesn't even make sense, right? Here, so I do feel that where someone may be questioning their leadership, all right, to the point to where, is my loyalty and alliance to this pastor, this preacher, um or is it God? All right, here. And for me personally, I've just had better results being under the leadership of God. Be flawed. Males have, yes, the ego is controlled, grounded, right? Arrogance can a lot of times get in the way. Um, to the point to where again I found myself questioning, okay, well, is this really the teachings of God and the Most High, or is this your personal, idealistic beliefs here? So, you may be part of a congregation, or you may be sitting in the congregation wondering, is this really God, or is this how you feel? Right? There'd be some questioning there. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with answering, asking questions. If you ask questions and then you're met with an attack, that is a sign that you are under some kind of cult like leadership, because I don't know, cults don't give me the energy of where you can ask questions, you just kind of obey. Okay. I was just like, because I told you so. Okay. Here, like, dang, we can't even talk about it. No, just do what I say. Oh, okay. So it was like, do what I say. Not as I do, given very much. All right. Um, I was at a not so fine establishment. Okay. And they were having they were offering a Catholic service, right? Part of my family, one side of my family is Catholic or whatnot, or somewhat Catholic Christian, whatever. Anyway, and they, they were reading like the communion. They were having, everyone there, the congregation, read the communion. And then when it came time to offer, they were like, well, how many people want to take communion? And of course, everybody in the establishment, raised their hand. It was on a Sunday. And they were like, well, how many people have taken, I guess, the Catholic oath or whatever it is? Um, and only one person there had fully, I guess, taken, whatever. And so then the pastor, okay, because once you do certain stuff, with me, okay, and it's very easy to tell if someone is of God or if they're operating out of their own ego or man's structure, so to speak. So only one person had taken this oath. And so this pastor was like, well, unfortunately, since, you haven't taken the Catholic blah, 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 you can't have communion today. And so, of course, I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, excuse me. They're like, yes, sister. And I'm like, so, I said, is that a man-made rule or is that a God rule? And they're like, what do you mean? I mean, I'm like, is that the fact that you just told you asked them who wants to take communion, and then everybody raised their hand, and then you said, well, who has taken such and such oath, and you only have one person, and then you, well, only this one person can take that. I said, who said that? I said, did God say that or did man say that? And baby, they turned bright red. And yes, they were. Okay. And they were like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, back the Bible, the disciple, like go way back. Where did that come from? Okay. Where did this requirement come from? Is that in the Bible? Is that, And he's like, wow, that's an amazing question. But I can tell he didn't think it was an amazing question